For this session, basically we want to look into a particular study, mathematical study called probability. Okay, so basically this probability is a mathematical study of likelihood as well as chances of something occurring, and the value that it holds will always be from 0 to 1. 0 to 1. And it's actually quite easy to understand why it is so. Because if I say something has a 0% chance of happening, it's as saying there is no chance of it occurring at all. But 0% is 0 over 100. 0 over 100 is actually 0. But if I say something is 100% is going to happen, then 100% is actually 100 over 100. So 100 over 100 is actually 1. Alright? So it's always between 0 to 1. And if you say something has a 50-50 chance, which is 50%, 50% is actually 50 over 100, which is actually half, so 1 over 2. Now, there are some terms that you need to know when you are dealing with probability. One is random experiment. So the experiment must be random, which means unbiased. It can be anything like tossing a coin, rolling a die, or drawing a ball at random. So it's at random from a box containing red and yellow balls. Okay, so it could be any experiment and the possible outcome. So if I toss a coin, I can get a head or I can get a tail. So I got two possible outcomes, head and tail. But when I roll a die got 6 sides. So I can get the number 1, the number 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, or the 6. And if I draw a ball from a box containing red ball and yellow ball, then I could end up with either getting a red ball or getting a yellow ball. So these are the possible outcome, and this is just the experiment which you carry out. Okay, just a lot of big words like possible outcome, random experiment, but they are not so difficult to understand. So if I say the probability of an event E, let's say the event is called E. Alright, I will write it this way: P bracket E. P actually stands for the probability. So probability for the event E. Alright, the formula for the probability of event E will be the number of outcome favorable to the event over the total number of possible outcome. This seems quite difficult to remember. Let's take a look at an example. Then it probably will help us make more sense of this formula. Okay, let's think of something like this. A fair die is thrown. Okay, find the probability of getting a 1. Okay, if you want to have a bit of time to think about this, I will suggest you pause the video. That will give you a little bit of time to think about it, because in a short while I will actually show the working towards the answer. So if I throw a die, my possible outcome of a 6-side die is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. I'm looking for a 1. there is only one 1. So I put the 1 on top. Getting a 1. Out of a total possibility of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 possible number. So out of a total of possibility of 6. So the probability is 1 over 6.